All right, we're gonna hop right to it, y'all. Welcome to the Flex Zone, the only place that can give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
It.
Byron could not join us tonight, unfortunately, but the rest of the crew is still here, and we're gonna give y'all a great sports show as we normally do. You already know I'm your boy Dre. It's Cravante, Uncle Raj, and we're gonna get right into it, y'all. The college football playoffs. Do y'all agree with the standings right now? You have Michigan, Texas, Alabama, uh, all
Washington.
making, and Washington all making the Final Four. So, did they get it right?
Um, Raj, let me take this real quick, man. Number one, Michigan. Number two, Washington. And number three, Texas. And number four, Alabama. Is that the right order? I
Let me
believe.
get.
I believe so. Oh,
Yes. It's Michigan 1,
hold
Washington
up.
2, Texas 3, Alabama 4.
All right. So I think I'm gonna be on the probably uh unpopular opinion. I think they got it right. Um, and y'all know me. I am not by no means. Oh, it's funny that I'm on the show with y'all too, but I am not an Alabama fan in all once whatsoever. But but I think they got it right when we break it down. And mind you, I don't know the exact criteria it is to picking the top four teams in the college football playoffs. But I can imagine that. Okay, winning your conference, um, your record, strength of, I feel like those are some normal things that would go into picking the top four teams. Um, Number one, Michigan ran the table. Big Ten, we hold the Big Ten in high regards. Cool, undefeated, won the Big Ten championship. Strength of schedule, cool. They beat Ohio State, cool. They in there for sure. Washington, even though we don't hold the Pac-12 in the highest regards, but they were undefeated and they did beat Oregon, who was a top 10
Beat
team
them
at the
twice.
time twice. They beat them twice. So along with the championship, they ran the table as well. So it's like, all right, Michigan and Washington, we get it. Yes, I felt as though both of those were shoe-ins. Um, Number three, Texas. Okay, Texas, Big 12. Big 12, we don't hold it in the highest regard either, but they won a championship. Did Texas go undefeated? I believe that
No,
did
they,
Texas
they
go.
got one loss. It was against, I believe it was against Oklahoma State.
Yes. You're right. All right, one loss, champion, Big 12 champion. Also beat Alabama. It's like okay, I can see it. Number four, Alabama, one loss, SEC champion. We hold the SEC in the highest regard as far as competition, strength of schedule, and all that. So I think that a one loss champion versus a Florida State who they ran the table and they won an ACC championship, but SEC, ACC, I, the competition is not close. They would have had to convincingly beat who they put Louisville.
Louisville
Who
was
they
in was the championship game.
and what was the score?
It was like 13-6.
Come on, bro. You barely winning your conference. Like you would have had to destroy Louisville. Like that game should not have been close for you to get into this college football playoffs. And granted, if Georgia would have just did what they supposed to do, maybe they wouldn't be in this situation. I don't know. But Alabama being a one loss SEC champion, I think that trumps. a ACC champion even if they went undefeated. And no, it's not fair because the body of work for Florida State is enough. But I think the current roster, the eye test, does not favor Florida State, and the strength of schedule does not favor Florida State. So that's why it's like I get why Alabama snuck in the back door.
You know what, man? Before you go, Dre, I just want to say this, man. Out of every night, this son of a bitch wants to finally show up in the comments section. Look at, and it's only because Alabama is in the college playoff.
Hey yo, hey D, just hop on, man, for real. Just hop on. If you go a comment, man, just hop in. Just hop on real quick, because he don't want it.
And D was out here trying to have Florida State body of work, knowing damn well they play in the ACC. Like, stop. The ACC ain't been nothing since Clemson when Trevor Lawrence was in school. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget Florida State too. Remember they had Jameis,
but no, that was longer. That was years ago.
He what? Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how time flies, right? That was 10 years ago. Trevor Lawrence was what, 16, 17?
Yeah, 16. Because you had and don't forget you had Deshaun Watson in there too.
Oh yes. But Trevor Lawrence was the last one.
That was the last one. Yeah.
That was what, 7? And that was what, 7 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? I think the reason why the Florida was left out is because of what happened last year with TCU. They didn't want to have one of them situations where, you know, TCU, although they made it to the championship game, they got completely ramrodded and destroyed against Georgia. So I think they didn't want that, especially with that quarterback going out, for the rest of the season. They didn't want to have a situation like that. And they just wanted to see the match. They was thinking about the television. They was like, look, we want people watching our games. They want people tuning out of the national championship game or whatever, or the college playoff in general. They just wanted to see the best matchups. So they did what was best for business, as Triple H would say. They had Alabama, they got Michigan, going against each other, and they Washington and Texas going against each other. So they did what was best for business. All right. At the end of the day, everything is about ratings. All right. Everything is about ratings. So I'm not mad at it. Of course, Alabama is in there. You already know I wanted Alabama to be in there, and of course they beat the number 1 Georgia team. So why wouldn't they beat the number 4?
And that makes it harder. That makes it harder to keep them out.
Exactly. I can see if they lost, to Georgia or some other team besides.
Right, if they lost to Georgia, it would just be Georgia and right. Georgia, and it would be go without saying. But they lost, and Alabama. There's no better win on a resume than beating Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I get, but also Florida State lost their top guy at quarterback. Like we can't poo-poo that.
Well, I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that up, because just because they lost their starting quarterback, the backup quarterback can't get a shot. Look what happened with Jalen Hurts and Tua. I mean, though the situations are a little different, the backup
big different
and won but he won the championship game. You got to give the backup a chance.
No.
Now,
first of all, the championship game, that's all they had. It was nowhere else to go. Like, if that was not the championship game, I don't think that would have happened. If we're being honest.
And then also, Roger, you talk about you're mentioning what happened like in the past and everything. I mean, look, Georgia didn't have a chance to defend their title. You have two one-loss teams in there right now, and Florida State was undefeated. Plus, Georgia, like I said, Georgia didn't have a chance to defend their title. So therefore, Florida State and Georgia, there's cases made for both of them. But
It is. You're
but
right.
if you're going by what Rod said, yes, what they really did was best for business because they know that Texas and Alabama are definitely going to drive ratings. And then it's controversy, so that's another rating why
Yep.
people are going to
Yep.
tune in. And
Yep.
then on top of that, Jim Harbaugh, alone with this whole scandal with Michigan all year, he's been suspended twice. So people are going to chime in to see if Michigan can even get it done. And in Washington, they just deserve to get in, bottom line, because you beat Oregon twice. If they didn't beat, if we would have had a case, Oregon would have probably got in had they beaten Washington. But the fact that Washington beat them twice
Yeah.
convincingly, even though the scores were close, sometimes in football, y'all, and in sports, you have to look at maybe not the totality of the score, but how it manifested so that way they got the victory. And if you watch both of those games, you understand why Washington was just a superior team over Oregon this year. But this is a case why next year we have to expand the college football playoffs so that way
Exactly. That's all we're saying. That has to happen now because of this.
I think it's too many teams because it's 12 next year. But I mean, there's only cases for about maybe like 8 more this year. We talked about Georgia getting in. We talked about Florida State. We talked about Oregon, and maybe one more. I can't think of another team.
I don't think there's a case for Oregon. I don't think there's a case for Oregon.
If we're talking about the best teams putting butts in the seats and ratings, you would have to put Oregon in there. Oregon would definitely have to go in there because Oregon's an exciting team, and you got Bo Nix, which is a Heisman Trophy candidate right now.
You know who else? You know who else is an exciting?
Oh, it's the Ohio State. That would have been the other team. The Ohio State. That would have been the 8 teams.
You know who else is a
8? Yes, we're doing 8. Yes, we're doing 8. Sure.
The USC Trojans are very exciting. They just can't play no damn defense, but they're very exciting though.
Now you said TCU getting ramrodded. They would have got ramrodded. I don't care how many points Caleb Williams would have put up. They would have got ramrodded out the building. He could put up 50, and they're gonna lose 70. So 70 to 50. So what's the point? That's why he's crying to his mama in the stands.
Well, my question is, will he be drafted number 1 still? But
yeah, he's going to be drafted number 1.
I think so.
Him and Marvin Harrison are going to be like the top 2. Well, it depends on who needs a quarterback. Cause,
it depends on what the Cardinals do. It depends on what the Cardinals do.
Because the way Kyler is playing and the way that Justin Fields is playing, they shouldn't be drafting quarterbacks. Honestly, they need to be drafting pieces around them so that way the teams can be better.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on what they do. They should trade them. I think both the Bears and the Cardinals should trade to find quarterback. Well, no, actually, the Bears have number 2 pick.
Well, yeah.
So the Patriots. So the top 2 picks should be quarterbacks because the Patriots definitely need a quarterback, and the Bears are either going to take Caleb Williams or they're going to trade it with a quarterback needy team. So the first 2 picks should be Caleb Williams and Drake May.
And the crazy thing is
1 or 2.
And you're scared for certain teams. I mean, we'll talk about the draft later on, but you're just scared for certain people to get drafted to certain places. But I think that we all come in agreement. Hey, we don't like it, but this is why.
No, I like it. I love it. I don't give a damn what you say. I love it. I was very happy. Okay, I was extremely happy. You damn right I did. I love it. Look, Florida. I'm sorry, Florida. If y'all didn't lose y'all starting quarterback, if y'all didn't look like garbage the last couple of weeks getting these wins, y'all probably be in it. But since y'all have looked like trash, we don't want to see.
They do not look like no trash.
Listen to me. We don't want to see garbage in the playoffs. All right. We don't want to see you get blown out by Michigan.
But that is true though.
Or Washington or Texas. We don't want to see that.
They probably will get ramrodded though.
Yes, they will get destroyed. Literally destroyed.
Destroyed.
How many times you gonna say destroyed, brother? We get it.
Yes.
Speaking of college, real quick before we move on to the NBA, quick thoughts about Deion Sanders being Sportsman of the Year by Sports Illustrated.
Me and Cravante just had this conversation off air.
Well deserved, or I take it that I take it you guys ain't with it.
Look, man, I like Deion Sanders. Okay, I do. I enjoy him. I enjoy Prime. He's very exciting. He has a bunch of commercials. His children are doing great. But Sportsman of the Year, how Sway? I mean, how do you? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, what
Well,
did
I
he
mean,
do? What did he do?
in the month of September, he got everybody excited about college
He,
football again.
yeah,
I
right.
mean, ESPN was milking that. You had everybody from like The Rock, Pat McAfee was, coming back. They
Yeah.
had WWE and
Uh-huh.
Michael Irvin and
Yeah.
Stephen A. All of them was on him.
He had Garak, he had Key Glock, he had Quavo, he had what did he have Offset? I think he might have had Offset.
He was on
Yeah,
the side.
he had Nico's
He had
there.
all these jabronis on there,
Uh-oh.
We got a special Goofy in the
Oh,
building. Oh my,
You,
Goofy is
Leo
here.
Damas.
it is goofy. I had to hear y'all drive this whack narrative, and somebody needs to come on here and tell the truth tonight. The truth.
Oh
All
Lord.
right. Well, you
Go
got
ahead.
the
The
you got the
truth.
goofiness, so go ahead. Tell us the truth.
There's goofy. There's goofy. First of all,
Wait a minute.
I
What
never
would
understood.
Dion Dudley would say? Testify, brother. Go ahead, testify.
I never understood us. We played a game on the field, right? And we gotta assume who's gonna do what. We don't know what's gonna happen. Florida State might beat Georgia here coming up, but Florida State wasn't given the opportunity to get the job done. This ain't about style points. This ain't about beauty pageants. The SEC is no different than any of these conferences that had a team left out over the last 10 years in the college football playoff. They want to be cute. They want to get roll tide in there. Just come out and say we want to get them in there for the ratings and the looks. Just tell the truth, college committee, and stop lying to us out there. Stop BSing, stop bull jobbing, stop heckling, and tell us the truth. But no, it's because he's hurt. He got hurt. Who cares? Everybody gets hurt. Stuff happens. Jacksonville had their quarterback get hurt tonight. Thank God. I mean, I know. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. Right. The Ray fan of me came out. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. But I'm just saying, man, we got to give everybody a fair shot. Alabama lost to Texas to start the year. Now they played great, like y'all said. They beat the number one ranked team in the country. I commend them for that. But guess what? They still had a one on that loss column. Florida State had none. I don't care if they beat Louisville by half a point. They did it. They beat Florida. They beat LSU to start the year. They did everything they supposed to do. And this farce of these college football playoff, BCS beforehand, it's a bunch of bull. That's what it is. A bunch of bull.
Now, D, I agree. It has been all BS for the most part, but the ACC does not match up well against the SEC as far as strength.
I understand they beat them 4-2 this year. They beat them the 6 meetings.
How many
the SEC lost 4 times out of 6.
D, real quick. Let me ask you this then. So the four teams got in. Do you believe that the expansion should have been about 8 teams? And I said that I think the 8 teams that would have been in, of course, the 4 Michigan, Alabama, Texas, Washington, and I feel like the other 4 teams, had it been an 8-team playoff, would have been the Ohio State, Florida State, Georgia, and Oregon.
Well, remember now, that team of 6 got to get in now. So that's Liberty this year. Now, I actually agree with some of the people about SMU. I don't think Liberty should have made it. Liberty's schedule has the lowest strength of schedule in all of college football. They played a patsy schedule. They was able to make it through and win their conference championship. Oregon's going to destroy them. I don't care what. They can put a third-string quarterback out there in Oregon. They're going to kill Liberty. So with that being said, the committee been a bunch of hypocrites about strength of schedule because SMU played some good teams. They lost to Oklahoma. I think they lost somebody else. But they played some good teams, man. So the committee is on a bunch of BS. But it is what it is. They're going to get called out on it now.
Now, do you feel like they're getting it right by expanding it to 12, or do you feel like it should have just been a slow build, maybe 8, and then expand on that?
Well, the thing is, they had that committee with what? The ACC, the Big 12 and the Pac-12, I guess, and that blocked the 12 team from happening a couple years ago. So that was the big thing about that. So, but I don't mind 12.
And
I don't mind 12.
and how do you feel about Deion Sanders being Sportsman of the Year?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You know, he divorced that nice, lovely wife, though. You know, it's disappointing. That's disappointing. But
Look, man. Look, with Deion Sanders, man. Like I said before, yeah, I think he's a front runner, bro. I mean, granted, September he was blazing, he was hot, he was, he was on fire. You could say nothing wrong about Deion Sanders in September, but after that, Lord have mercy, them L's kept coming and coming and coming.
You gotta have the players,
that
man.
Oregon game was the first one. That Oregon game, man, that was the first one, and then after that, the game against your squad, the USC, they almost had him.
That was close. No, that was close.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, the Trojans defense. You know, he couldn't guard a soul this year, but hey. My boy Caleb's going to be a top 5 draft pick. He's not going to get picked high.
Number 1. He's number 1, bro.
Well, the Bears still got the number 1 pick. They ain't going to need him, man.
Well, that's why we were to say
they're trading the pick, D. They're going to trade it.
The only way that...
Oh, you think Washington going to get it?
No, man. We ain't giving up no draft capital. Listen, we have too many holes. Caleb will come here and die. I don't want that for him.
I mean, he might die, but the ticket sales be well, man. He is from the area. Just saying.
He might die, but the ticket sales be well. You're so absurd.
No, we just said best for business.
Right. It's best for business for Caleb to be a man.
Hey, look, we're not giving up all that capital. And we can't build around him.
He will definitely put some. He gonna put butts in them seats for sure. But my gosh, he is gonna get annihilated though.
But yes, this should be Goofy of the week. The college football committee should be the Goofies of the week because that's what they were.
They were great.
Bunch of Goofies. It was a bunch of Goofies. They was inconsistent.
Hey, wait a minute, real quick. Since I got my man D on. D, let me ask you real quick. Speaking of Goofy, I gotta ask you about LeBron James and his exchange with Ime Udoka.
Well, you know, Doku shouldn't have said that about our good friend LeBron.
Now he's your good friend, bro.
He's our good friend. He shouldn't have said that language.
He is our good friend. He's right. He is right. He is our good friend.
So I don't condone them comments by that. But that man that cheated on the lovely Neil Long, that evildoer, that sinful man, he should not say anything about the great LeBron James. That is a great husband, a great philanthropist, a great basketball player, and Doki should be ashamed of himself.
You sound like you bull driving, but
sound like a politician.
Before you go, I gotta really ask you too. Bronny James makes his debut Sunday, USC. What are your thoughts? And that's your squad. I mean, well, that's your team, your school, whatever. USC.
Well, first of all, USC and Maryland gonna be conference mates next year. That's gonna hurt me. I don't like that they both in the same conference. College football been ruined by all this expansion, all this mess. These hypocrites in there, especially on this committee. But my Trojans, you know, we couldn't guard a soul. I mean, we couldn't guard anybody. It happens. But we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Lincoln Riley gonna be all right.
I said Bronny James, and you talking about football.
You make sure that condom is put on tighter, okay?
Hey.
What about Bronny James coming to USC, man?
Well, Bronny James gonna be all right. We want to make sure he's breathing, living. He's gonna be all right. And USC is gonna be okay on the basketball side, but the tournament's gonna be wild this year. I'm telling y'all, because everybody's getting beat. For any given day, you don't know who's gonna get beat. It's gonna be a good time.
And before you go too, Angel Reese came back. I know you cover the high school, so I know you've seen a lot of Angel over the years.
I have seen a lot of Angel. You know, I'm hoping this stuff about the grades ain't true. I just hope it's just an attitude situation. You know, she needed John Cena in her life, get attitude adjustment. You know, she believed it. She believed the hype a little bit. Now, you know, got to bring her down back to earth. But I hope it's not the grades. But she do need to be in the classroom. I think homeschooling is not for her. She need to be in the classroom. There's too many distractions at home. Need to be in the classroom. So I think she's gonna get together. I think they're gonna be all right. Maryland woman, you know, we've been having a little scares, but we've been getting it done. But on the women's side too, I think outside of South Carolina, you got a lot of different names. You know, UConn's been losing. They lost some key players in injury. It ain't the same deal no more, man. That's a good thing. The sport's expanding, unlike college football, which wants to make these two big super conferences and keep everybody else out. That's the name of the game in college football. They want to expand. They want to screw everything up in the NCAA. So they just need to be by themselves. Let college football be by themselves. Let Roll Tide and them evildoers all be by themselves. And let me say this about that slick joker in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He had the nerve to say he was up all night. He was up all night trying to get them calls in so he could make sure Alabama got in that playoff. That's what he was doing. Talking about he was worried. He's a slick
he made the
son
call.
of a gun. Oh, he made a lot of calls. Made a lot of
Hey,
calls.
hey, D. Let me and Raj do it for you one more time. Then, since you talking about the great Nick Saban, Slick Saban, baby, this for you.
Let's do it, baby.
Oh God.
Tide, baby.
Oh
Yes, sir.
God.
I know you loved every bit of that. I know you loved it. I know you loved it.
man.
I
Hey,
didn't.
look,
I didn't
you see,
hear
I
it.
got my red on, baby. You see, I got
didn't hear
that
none of it.
crimson on.
I ain't hear none of it.
Oh, you
Well,
heard.
anyway, people got to go to sleep in my household.
Hey, man, look,
So-
go ahead and
In my household.
Hey,
Go ahead
D,
and go to sleep. He talking about himself. That's what he talking
Oh
about.
no, I'm not talking about me.
hey, D, will I see you Sunday, man?
Nah, man, I gotta cover some more high school basketball. It's gonna be a long week this week, man. A lot of action coming up here on the DSN. Scribers moving. I'm doing double editing now. I had St. Francis and St. Maria Goretti tonight in Hagerstown. That school is closing up, unfortunately, in Hagerstown. So we wish them the best up there.
Okay.
We wish them the best. But you know, y'all know that a crime happened yesterday. Florida State was undefeated.
Oh,
It
here
should have
he
been in the
goes.
college football playoff. But
Here he
no, we
goes.
got to have the SEC in there. We got to have Alabama
Yes, we do.
because it
Look,
sells rating.
they gave you what you wanted. They made us talk about it. It's controversial, and they get it right.
One more thing before I go. For the folks talking about TCU last year, remember TCU did win. Now, did they deserve to be in? And the criteria, no. But guess what? They made it in, beat Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and they got to the title game. Yes, they got ramrodded.
And what happened in the title game?
The
Okay,
Johnson.
they got beat.
They got destroyed. That
But-
booty hole got opened up, and
guess what?
They got ramrodded.
But guess what? They proved it. They proved it on the football field, and that's
Y'all
all
are
I'm saying.
absurd. Y'all are being absurd.
That's all I'm saying.
Todd
They
Monken-
got-
On the
Monken
football
had a plan
field.
for them fools in the
They got
Okay, they got
ramrodded.
beat.
That's what happened.
But this is Florida State, a traditional power, and to be upstaged by that evildoer in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I'm not going to call him the slick one. He is slick, but I'm call him the evildoer right now.
Why you call him? No, he
And
is. Call him Slick Saban, baby.
no.
He did what he had
No,
to do.
you know, Dre, you right. It is. He is slick, but that evildoer conference commissioner from the SEC crying like a little, you know what,
Like a Udoka?
on game day the other day. Yes, like Ludoka. Oh, it's like Sesame Street. It's elementary. We should have a team up in there. Y'all not that special, not to get a team left out this year.
Wait a minute.
And it is-
But didn't Alabama beat the #1 team in Georgia?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice, but they still had a 1 beside that record.
Georgia would have had a 1 then.
And Georgia deserved the fate they got. I don't want to hear nobody crying about them either. They deserve to be 6. They've been flirting with danger all year.
So you're saying it should have. So you're saying it should have been Michigan, Washington, Florida State, and who else?
And Texas. Texas beat Alabama. So Texas should always be over Alabama, regardless.
Which
And
they
Florida
are.
State should have been the
Which
fourth
they
team.
are.
Wait. Time out. Texas has one loss.
Okay, they lost to
Alabama
Oklahoma.
has one loss.
Okay,
Georgia
that one loss
has
is to
one
Texas.
loss.
That one
So
loss is to
therefore,
Texas.
you would have put Texas in with all the teams we just named who have one losses. You would
Yes,
have put
the Texas.
in
Texas
for the
beat
simple fact that they beat
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yes, that's the tiebreaker. They beat Alabama.
Wait a minute, what tie?
That's the tiebreaker right there. Texas won head-to-head against Alabama.
No, but I
So
just
they
told you Alabama beat Georgia.
this ain't a three-way
So
tie
that's
now.
one loss.
This ain't no
Alabama
three-way.
But
This ain't
all
no
three
three-way
teams
tie
have one
now.
loss. That's what I'm confused about.
Don't be
How
confused.
10 wins does Florida State have?
Look, Dre.
Look,
Just look
zero.
on just look on the screen and see
Zero.
who's on the screen. It's goofy. Because D is being goofy right.
No.
This is
Y'all being goofy because y'all falling into the system's trap. You're falling into the
the
system.
system. What
There
they
you
oppressed?
go. Here you go with your hate.
Man,
With
look,
your hating.
Like I
So
said, if Alabama, now look, even you got to admit this. I don't like Alabama, but guess what? When they had zeros on there, I've given them their credit. Have I not? Have I not given them credit when they've been undefeated?
yeah, man, brother.
Remember
in a
I was
slick
there.
kind of way.
I was there.
Slick
I
kind
was
of way.
there.
And then
Stop
you
it.
go left.
No,
And
I
then
do
the
say
bell.
they might deserve to make the playoff, but then hopefully they get beat. But this year they didn't deserve to make the playoff.
Hey, man.
Michigan, put them
They
out.
should,
Put them out. It's all is well. All is well
I
with the
pray and
world.
hope they do.
Hey,
Look, hail to the victors. Hail to the victors.
D, appreciate you being on, man. You're more than welcome to stay for the our quick NFL
Because it's gonna be
ride
quick.
that we about to do.
We
Yeah.
ain't gonna be very long.
Well,
Yeah, this
y'all burning the
how
midnight oil tonight.
Yeah,
We are, but we about to actually wrap this thing up, brother. Because I was going to
Hey,
ask you.
He
I
said
was
his household has a bedtime, guys.
Well, he has a bedtime rather. Not I don't believe it's the house.
I'm surprised you are now, to be honest with you.
Me too.
I'm editing. Huh?
Not.
Still editing here.
But yeah, you like I said, you're more than welcome to stay if you wanna join about the NFL. We're gonna do our game ball, not so game ball.
Oh no, I'm gonna head out, but I do want to say this again. I appreciate what Cincinnati did for Baltimore tonight. I do appreciate it because they took out Mr. Lawrence, and I like that. I mean, I didn't like that.
No, stop it. They did not take him out. But hold up. But make sure you shout out the Mervo as well, my good brother, because you covered them.
Oh yes, that's right. Dunbar, Mervo, I covered both. I did the matchup. Both of them won the city title. They was in the Brian and Scott parade yesterday. The Mayor's parade. Our good friend Brian and Scott Tate.
That's not his name.
And both teams, had adversity. Dunbar, the situation with their former head coach now, and he was able to overcome that. And Mervo, just the climate of Baltimore City schools, man, they was able to overcome, get it done. They got it done in the fall Saturday. Props to both teams. I wasn't out there covering neither one this year because I can't afford to get sick. Too much basketball to do this year. Cannot afford to get sick. So, but I do love my Baltimore schools. I appreciate them. And guys, y'all go ahead and get your football segment in. I know it's crust on some people's eyes, but there's a lot of people that stayed with the show tonight. So I'm happy about that. And I'll catch y'all soon.
All right, D.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, man.
I'll see you soon,
No problem,
whenever that may be.
Yes, sooner than later. Hopefully.
All right. Well, look, let's get right to it. Game ball, not so game ball. Karate, you want to start us off? Start low, end high.
Oh gosh, man. Dang. Start low, man. I think, the way. Let me see this. That matchup between the Chargers and the Patriots. What was that?
That was one of my picks too. I was like, just in case, man. That is crazy. 6-6, nothing.
But just the game, like, damn, I was so hoping. See, Brandon Staley really needed to go, man, because that's too close. even though the Patriots, they were still damn close to winning, which is crazy to say. But those are two really bad teams this year, and it's funny because if you look at their rosters, they should be on opposite sides of the spectrum, and they're ultimately on the same side. So that game as a whole deserves not so game ball. But my game ball, my gosh, this brother deserves MVP, and it's Tyreek Hill. My gosh, Tyreek Hill is having his way with the NFL right now, and if I have to pick an MVP right now, I'm going with Tyreek Hill. He's on pace to break some records, and he's very, very consistent. He's really the engine that makes the Miami Dolphins offense go. And when he catches the ball, for a touchdown and deep, it's electrifying. So yeah, I'm going with Tyreek Hill.
Man. And man, they said that in order for him to probably get MVP, because there's like 4 quarterbacks ahead of him, they said Miami would probably have to finish with the number 1 seed.
I don't even know, man, because they're gonna make the playoffs and they're gonna win the division. I just think if he gets 2,000 plus receiving yards, I think that might be enough.
To me, it should be enough. I think it should be enough, especially with everything that Miami's done. Yeah, I would give it to him, but they're saying Tua's ahead of him. They're putting Lamar in there. They said Purdy and Dak. Those are the 4 quarterbacks.
And that's crazy. It's so crazy that Dak's in the MVP conversation because about 3-4 weeks ago, my gosh.
Look, same thing with Brock Purdy. Purdy wasn't in there for.
When they was on that losing streak, because before the losing streak, Brock Purdy was up, and then the losing streak happened, then he was down. Now it's like, all right, they're back healthy. Trent Williams is back. Honestly, Trent Williams may be the most important player on this team. The crazy thing about it.
Debo, and McCaffrey. They need all of them.
When they run left, it's always a positive game. No matter if it's Debo Samuels, Christian McCaffrey, hell, it's Brock Purdy. They go left behind Trent Williams, it's always positive. And when he's not in the game, it shows, bro. It absolutely shows. And they can't. Trent Williams is the best offensive. He's the best left tackle, offensive lineman in the league, and it's quite clear. He means a lot to this team. And Brock Purdy just can't do no wrong at this point. But yeah, Trent Williams may be the most important piece on that team.
All right, Uncle Raj. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start high.
I didn't know what you was doing with this, brother. Like I thought you was air traffic control or something.
But no, I'm gonna start high and low. My game ball goes to Brock Purdy, man. My heavens, bro! 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards passing. This might have been his best game that I've ever seen him play as a pro. They literally destroyed the Eagles yesterday, and he was at the front of the helm, leading the charge, man. And he was making all the throws. They was looking good out there. They was looking beautiful, and he should be definitely NFC Player of the Week, if not anything else. Definitely that. But he was tremendous. My national game ball has to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. I don't know what's going on with them. They were supposed to win this game against Arizona. The weather was.
The quarterback got hurt.
He's not great. He's not good.
It don't matter, Dre. They supposed to win this game, bro. They played the Arizona Cardinals.
They was losing anyway because Pickett wasn't doing nothing anyway. But
exactly.
They had 3 points.
Exactly. And then the weather tried to help them twice. Twice the weather tried to help them, and they still couldn't find a way to come back and win. So they were awful. They deserved to get slid today and during the week because this is a game they're supposed to have, and they pretty much crapped on themselves. So they get my national game ball for looking like garbage. Mitchell Trubisky is garbage as well.
Oh, he is.
I don't feel bad for the Steelers fans. Of course, I'm sorry. I really don't. Y'all deserve this. And but yeah, that's my game ball, not so game ball.
All right, my game ball, not so game ball. I'm gonna do like my brother, start low and high. Tyreek Hill could have gotten he can get a not so game ball, because an honorary one, because he keeps trolling the Chiefs every time they lose, and it's like, come on, bro, let it go. Like, at some point, why? Like, your team got destroyed, but by the Chiefs, but then you want to pick when they get ramrodded. But so whatever, man. Tyreek Hill, honorary not so game ball, but my not so game ball has to go to the AFC North. Do you realize that Lamar Jackson is the only healthy starting quarterback from that division?
Damn,
That's
that's
wild.
wild. That's crazy.
And the past 2 years, Lamar has not made it past week 12. So please, Lamar, can you just stay healthy, man? But
Listen,
yes,
we got 2 backups playing right now, yo. It's too many, yo. It's like 50. This year, Dre, it's like 50. 50 backup quarterbacks have played this year.
It's honestly insane with everybody that's, like you said, everybody. I mean, everybody's been hurt. Fields has been hurt. I'm thinking about like Stafford. He got hurt at one point.
Kyler Murray started the year hurt.
Kyler Murray, yeah.
Daniel
Anthony
Jones.
Richardson was out for the year. Yeah, it's just like the list just keeps going on, like about people that have just been taken out. But the AFC North alone, if Lamar can just get a couple of them games, baby, like, we can do this. We can even get the number 1 seed. My honorary game ball has to go to the college football playoffs, because I know we've been, talking about this, but they got it right, because these are the teams I want to see. I do want to see Texas. I want to see Alabama. I want to see. Oh, snap.
Wait, what you just do?
Yeah, fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Yep, the thumb up. Yep, thumb up.
I did not know that.
Yep. I do it from time to time.
But no, they got it. I think, hey, these are the teams that we want to see. And then, like Rod says, they put butts in the seats, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm looking. Michigan, Alabama is one game, and then you got Texas and Washington another. Yeah, I'm excited. So
those are the matchups.
But seriously though, my game ball has to go to the Green Bay Packers. We were ready to throw Jordan Love. There we go. Show him some love, baby. Show him some love. We were ready to throw him away, but right now he's playing at an incredible level. The Green Bay Packers are right there in the mix for the playoffs. And over the past couple of games, he has not thrown an interception, and he's beaten not only the Chiefs, but he's also beaten the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. So shout out to Jordan Love, who is actually looking like he belongs in the league, because earlier this year we were all questioning whether or not he did belong, but that brother does belong, and we'll see what happens with the Green Bay Packers moving forward. Gravante, you trying to get goofy to close us out, baby?
Whoa. Before you get goofy, man, we got to do the picks real quick. You got to list.
I didn't know y'all wanted to do the picks, baby. My fault.
I'm not trying to text it on or whatchamacallit. I'll be forgetting. No.
Not you getting old, bro.
He said, we're doing this right now. Right now.
All right. Well, let me do the standards then. Last week, Byron was 7-5. Unc and Cravante, y'all both are 9-3, and I went 10-2. The overall scores, the overall standards. Well, you know what? Let me do this real quick. So that's week 14. All right, so let me just go to some of the highlights. The Kansas City game, everybody got that wrong. What messed you up was that Denver pick. You also picked Pittsburgh. That messed everybody up too.
Yep.
Pittsburgh and Kansas City. That messed everybody up. Those are my only two that messed me up. But then, like I said, you thought Denver was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Cravante, you had Tennessee beating Indianapolis.
Oh my gosh, that should have. God damn it, that should have happened.
And Byron was just reaching on some of these when he thought the Jets were going to win. That's laughable. And he was the only one that he thought Philly had a chance against the 49ers.
They did going into it, but when that game started,
It was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
Well, pretty much second quarter on, they ain't had no shot.
Honestly speaking, if Philly had scored touchdowns, it probably wouldn't have been the momentum wouldn't have shifted. But once San Francisco started scoring, it was over. All right, so let's get into these picks. My gosh, this is an ugly game. Thursday night football, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New England Patriots. I don't know who to pick.
I'm going with New England. I'm gonna go with New England.
What?
I'm with you. I don't really know who to pick,
bro. I don't know. Bro. This might be. I was about to say this might be the lowest scoring game ever, but they just had 6-0. So
you know what? I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I don't know, bro. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
I'm going with the Patriots.
We'll come back to you then.
Yeah, come back. Bro, give me some time.
All right, you got Atlanta and Tampa Bay. This game is in ATL.
Atlanta.
I'm going to Atlanta too.
Atlanta.
Right, yeah. Everybody with Atlanta. You got in Chicago taking on the Detroit Lions.
Detroit.
I'm gonna go with Detroit too.
Excuse me, I'll go with Detroit as well.
Chicago. Look, what Chicago? 1, 2, 3, Cancun. In Cincinnati, you got the Indianapolis Colts coming. I got Indy.
You said Indy versus Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I'm going Indy.
Can I get this Jake Browning?
You might. You never know.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts though.
All right, everybody with the Colts. Jacksonville goes to Cleveland. I got
Cleveland.
You got Cleveland?
So
wait a minute. How hurt is
he can't walk.
Trevor Lawrence can't walk?
No, he had to get carried. Well, not carried, but he had to get carried off basically.
Well, this is short. So this is technically a short week. So
yes, he ain't playing.
I'll go with the Browns as well.
I'm gonna still go with Jacksonville. I'm gonna say Jacksonville can do it, but I'm not mad that y'all saying Cleveland. We got Carolina at New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Carolina.
Yeah, it's in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Carolina not pick, and Derek Carr's in concussion protocol, so we may see Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, but Panthers are not pickable right now. They're just not.
All right. Yep. Everybody runs New Orleans. You have Houston going to New York to take on the Jets.
Houston.
Come on.
H-Town.
Come on, baby.
Get it, baby.
Come on, dog.
Get it.
That's my man CJ out there, goddamn. But Delk, I think Delk is out though.
Yeah, he's out. I think he's out for the season.
He's out for the year.
Yeah, man, that's a tough loss. But I'm going to roll my guy CJ Stroud.
All right, you got the Raiders against Minnesota in. I don't know why I want to say Oakland, but it's in Vegas. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Shoot. Who's the Raiders quarterback?
That's a good
question. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo?
Nah, they benched Jimmy.
I don't know. That's why I'm not picking him.
I'm going Minnesota.
Okay.
Bounce back game for Josh Dobbs.
You got Seattle traveling to San Francisco. I got San Fran.
I don't think
San Francisco.
I don't think San Francisco until they play the Ravens. Probably be the only game they on their schedule remaining that they will lose. Other than that, I think the San Francisco gonna roll.
All right, you got Buffalo traveling to Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Damn. What time is that game?
I don't know who to pick for this one because that's a toss-up, and it's at 4:25.
I don't see Pat losing 2 in a row.
Yeah,
I would be happy if they did. Trust me, I'd be very happy.
But you're right. He's not losing 2 in a row, and it's at home. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Chiefs.
Got to bounce back. But Josh Allen has had he has played well, but
he's got better numbers. But the issue that I have is the defense. I just wonder Will they be able to do it? You know what? No. I'm gonna give the Bills a chance. I'm gonna say the Bills can do it.
I'm sticking with Pat.
Going Mahomes and them.
All right. You got Denver traveling to LA to take on the Chargers.
Denver.
Denver.
God, yes, I want yeah. I want Denver to win so bad, yo.
All right. Sunday night football. You got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Philly. I'm sorry, Cowboy fans. I got Philly winning.
Philly. Good teams. Good teams don't lose 2 in a row.
Of course, I'm gonna be the Lone Ranger. I've been having this game. I've been thinking Dallas gonna win this game. When I see that they were so close last time, I think Dallas can do it. And it's in Jerry World. Dak Prescott playing like an MVP. And if you want to like take the Cowboys to the next level, and you want to show that you're an MVP caliber quarterback, it's the time to do it. Dallas better show up.
And they won like the last 13, 14 games in Jerry World too. So and they're favored.
You got 2 games from Monday Night Football. You got the Tennessee Titans traveling to South Beach. Anytime a team is going to South Beach, I'm gonna choose Miami because there's a lot to do in Miami if you've never been. So I recommend that you.
Oh, Tyreek Hill on Monday Night Football. I'm going to Dolphins.
And I'm taking them to score.
And then you got the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants in New York. I'm going with Green Bay. All right.
More game left.
And then one more game. You got the Rams traveling to be more.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna roll with them Baltimore Ravens. You heard me?
That might be.
It might be a what?
That might get ugly.
Well, I ain't gonna say I don't think it's gonna be ugly, but we rarely lose a game coming off the bye week. So I'm sticking.
Not only that, one of their receivers is injured too. So
who for the Rams?
For the Rams,
is it Puka Nacua?
I think it is. I think he's hurt.
Well, we lost Andrews, so
yeah, but we still got hella weapons. They really just got Cooper Kupp.
That's fine with me. We're on the Ravens.
Yep.
And it's at home. Yeah, Baltimore. We got this. All right,
yo. Hey, yo, I'm going with the Steelers, y'all. Never mind. No, I'm going with the Patriots. I don't know, bro.
I forgot about
2 backup quarterbacks, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, Steelers.
That's your final pick.
That's my final pick, yo. But honestly, I don't know, bro.
All right, Brother Cravante, we got you on that one. Are you ready to get goofy, sir?
All right, man. Let's do it, man.
Do I have the graphic?
I was trying to do the Crescent Clown laugh for him.
I have the graphic, so I'm going to play it. All right, wait a minute.
All right.
Of course. Something wrong here.
I love it, man.
Lit. Well, now that's goofy. Is what will happen right around there. Welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy. This particular week, y'all know I have 2 levels of goofiness: Cardinal Sin Red, and there's a high level of goofy where we have to congregate and talk about what the HE double hockey sticks is going on, in the hopes that we can calm this goofiness down. And it's a very goofy world out there, good people. And of course, my low level goofy is Jet Green. Jet Green right now. It's more funny, lighthearted goofy. We laugh at it, we joke about it, in the hopes that it does not become a higher level goofy, which is the red one. I have 2. I'm gonna kind of speed through it for the sake of time. I'm gonna start low and then high. Y'all know how I do. And Dre told me about this one. Did y'all know that Jimmy Johnson just now this year in 2023 is going to be in inducted into the Cowboys Ring of Honor. 2023, Jimmy Johnson, just now. This brother has been, he's in the College Football Hall of Fame for his work with those Hurricanes. So he's in the College Football Hall of Fame for that. And he's in the NFL, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And you would think that's it. That's usually the last thing he'll go off into the sunset. He got that in 2020. And then it's like, damn, he isn't in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. And it's so crazy, but we all know why. Because Jerry Jones is a narcissist, a billionaire baby, a me guy. How the hell Jimmy Johnson wins back-to-back Super Bowls and he's gone after that? How? What owner would do that? Or one who's a narcissist and one who thinks he's in charge and thinks he's supposed to call the shots instead of just opening his checkbook and write checks and shut his mouth. And Jimmy Johnson, the great head coach he is, the great motivator he is, the great leader he is just now getting his final accolade, his final enshrinement with the Cowboys Hall of Fame. And it's goofy because before all the other Hall of Fame mess, he should have been in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. No doubt about it. Jet Green right there. Now, my higher level of goofiness. If I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch the whooping that the 49ers put on the Eagles, but in the midst of the whooping being handed out, I get the brother's name. Hold on, give me 1 second. There was a kerfuffle on the sidelines with the Eagles staff and Mr. Greenlaw, I believe. Yep. With Dre Greenlaw, linebacker for the linebacker.
Wait a minute. His name is Greenlaw?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds like he about to whoop somebody.
Like Dre Greenlaw for the 49ers defender. And
Dre Greenlaw.
Dre, yeah.
That just sounds like he ready for the
yeah, he ain't about nothing. You know, he ain't about nothing you talking about. Nothing you talking about. Don't touch me. I play the toughest position, the hardest position in football, and that's defense, and that's linebacker, especially in the pros, because linebacker is a very difficult position to play. But he got into a not in a pushing match, but he hit, was it Jalen? Oh gosh, he made a tackle on the sidelines, and it was on the Eagles side, side of the field, and a brother by the name, I believe he's head of security. They called him Big Dom, but DeSandro, I believe that's his last, Dom DeSandro. I don't know if I pronounced his last name correctly, but he's basically the head of security for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they call him Big Dom around the Eagles organization. And this brother had the nerve to put his hands on Mr. Greenlaw. The hell is wrong with you? You ain't a full player. You are staff. You are on the staff. You wear regular clothes. You don't wear no pads or nothing like that. Don't touch that brother. That brother is in hyperactive, aggressive mode all the time. He plays linebacker after all. Why the hell do you think it's okay to touch this brother? Like Dre said, first of all, his name's Dre, and his last name is Greenlaw. Why are you touching anybody last name Greenlaw? What the hell is wrong with you? I don't care if you that top security.
Top flight.
He
looked like top flight security of the world, Dom. That's what he said. He's on top flight security of the world, Dom. That's what he thought he was. But come on now, Greenlaw is in attack mode, fight mode. Don't touch that brother, man. It's not fair that we put all these rules and stipulations on players in all sports, pretty much, for them to always take the high road and remain professional and all, even though they play a very emotional and high, basically high moving, hyper aggressive, and highly emotional sport. And a brother who may have played football back in the day, but he's supposed to be professional as well, being the head of security. Putting his hands on him is not acceptable, and I think it was jacked up with the officiating crew that Greenlaw was kicked out. It should have just been the head of security. It's funny, the head of security needed security to be escorted off the field, which is crazy. But Dre Greenlaw, I think him being ejected was goofy, and also it just and you would think that it would be a step back for the 49ers. Nope, the 49ers kept chugging along and putting their foots in the Philadelphia on the Philadelphia Eagles' neck, and they did not let up in the span of 42-19. But that was very, very goofy. And also, an honorable mention for officiating. Where was the flag last night or for Sunday night's game with the Packers and the Chiefs? Your boy tackled Valdez Scantling before that ball even came, and it was definitely catchable. I don't know how the officiating crew missed that, but I guess the Chiefs did not renew their I guess they didn't renew their accounts, they renew their subscriptions because God damn it. How do you miss that one? With all eyes, instant replay. How do you miss that one? I don't know. But officiating has not been great. That's like a honorable low level goofy. But don't let that happen in the playoffs because they'll be high level goofy. But those are my goofies of the week. Big Dom, as they call them, get into a kerfuffle with Dre Greenlaw. The officiating and excuse me.
Get him some water.
Hold on a minute. It's real good.
All right. So
it's real goofy out here. But shoot, damn, just that fast. I forgot my my lower level goofy. Oh yeah, Jimmy Johnson.
You can't forget that one.
Being enshrined after him being enshrined in the Football Hall of Fame. Very goofy on Jerry Jones' part. But y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great, and all these brothers are on the wrong end of it. Got to do better, guys. Got to do better.
Gosh, something wrong here.
I love that, man. I love that part. To push back a little bit on you, though, man. You said the one missed flag, the pass interference. There could have been another pass interference at the end of the game against Travis Kelce because they did.
No, they'll never call that, Dre.
I know it's rare, but they could have called. That's one that they could have called. But I think what was just as egregious, though, you talked about the pass interference. What about inbounds? You hit Mahomes, but they call it roughing the passer. Like the
I guess what's her name? God, of course, Simone Biles' husband. I guess Simone Biles' husband.
Because if that doesn't get called, they don't get in position so that way he even has time to do the pass interference call. Like it's just,
but wait, wasn't it helmet to helmet? Wasn't that the
no? It wasn't helmet to helmet. He hit him with
shoulder
his
to shoulder.
It was in his shoulder inbounds.
That's I don't like that call because it's like, yo, if you're going out of bounds, get out of bounds, please. Because
he was trying to, but he was able to hit him before he got him out of bounds. So
I'm saying,
that was just bad. That the referees just messed up a lot on Sunday Night Football. But nevertheless, I don't think that we should make it that the Packers lost because of bad officiating. No, the Packers won that game because they deserved to win that football game. And how the Chiefs been looking all season.
oh no, the Packers.
It wasn't a guarantee. Had this been the Chiefs of old, we would have already been like, yeah, the Chiefs about to win this. But no, things are different now.
No, the Packers deserve all the credit in the world because they was in control of that game the whole game. Like from the first drive, the Packers were in control. I'm just saying, make the call. My gosh, make the right call. And officiating has been overall bad. No, the Chiefs did not deserve to win that game in no way, shape, or form. Like they played lackluster the whole time. Like I don't know how many trips they went to the red zone and got like 6 points in the first half. Like it was terrible. But that was an egregious miss call by the official.
Well, Karante, we thank you for those goofies of the week like we do each and every week here on the Flex Zone. And I want to thank my brothers here.
It is.
There we go. I want to thank my brothers here for our show. Byron will be back next week, y'all. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Until next week, we gone.
Peace.